Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today, I bet this is going to be a big tasty treat. This is Bell's Expedition Stout Bourbon Barrel Aged. This is a 2017. I received two of these from Brad T. And I did one almost a year ago, and I sell edition for another year. And we're going to see if it's any tastier or just as tasty or not as tasty as it was when I did it, I think in October of last year. Their Expedition Stout is a world-class beer on top within itself, and then the Bourbon Barrel Age just kicks it up a notch or 12. This is a 13.4%er, and this is a 2017. They say packaged on 10/16. Well, maybe I'm mistaken here. This is packaged on 10/16 of 2018. So this is a 2018 edition. So maybe he sent me a 2018 edition and I mislabeled it the last time. I'm not sure. But this says it's October 16th of 2018, and that's about when I did it. So maybe he sent me a 2017 and a 2018. I'm not sure. So this is a 2018 edition, guys. So we shall see what it brings to the table. I wasn't aware. I thought both of them were the same year. I just realized that maybe it wasn't. But I didn't go back and watch that beer review. I just knew that I did it last October. So maybe he sent me one of each. I'm not sure. But anyway, this says it's a 2018 edition. So almost a year old in the bottle. So let's jump over to Untapped and see what they say. We don't have IBUs listed for this beer, which is not critical for the style. It says it's 12-month barrel-aged version, so that means they barrel-aged it for a whole year. Of our award-winning Expedition Stout, thirst for travel, but is perfect and content to sit in your cellar, maturing until you are ready. The tough part, deciding if you want to enjoy it now or wait until later. You can't go wrong either way. So, it is what it is, guys. And I think Bell's has stopped distributing in this part of the state for some reason. I can't get too hard here anymore, so I don't think I can get anything from these guys anymore. I don't know if they had a feud with the distributor, maybe because the distributor was letting the stuff set in the warehouse for a month or two before they put it out on the shelf, so maybe that's why they jerked it away. I don't know if it's available in other parts of Virginia, but it is not available. Bell's is not available here in this part right now. So hopefully that'll change and they'll work out their little feuding differences. I don't know why it stopped coming here. I don't have that information. But if I was them and I had multiple reports, or a lot of reports, that their beers were old sitting on the shelf, especially the Two Heart, which was one of my favorites, and I couldn't find it fresh. It was 2 and 3 months old when it hit the shelves. So maybe they decided, well, if they can't do any better than that, we'll just jerk it away from them. So you may be able to get it in other parts of Virginia. I'm not sure how that's working right now, guys. So not seeing anything from Bell's in several months here. So let's get on with this one. I think this version in the barrel age of the Expedition Stout is a world-class beer, guys. So I'm hoping this is going to be just as tasty. Let's find out. Let's do it. Let's get it open and get it into glass. Final beer of the evening for me. A little bit of hiss, a little bit of smoke, and we're going to go right down the center on this 13.4%er and pour it about as aggressive as we can. It is pitch black coming out of the bottle, guys. Almost a finger of head, not quite. Good looking stout. Over to the light, I see none. It is pitch black, guys. It is dark as night. To the nose we go. Oh, yes. The bourbon is very prominent, guys. I thought that's what I want to see when it says it's bourbon barrel aged. I want to smell that. I want to taste that. Because this is probably not a cheap beer to buy. He did not tell me, if I can recall, what he paid for this beer, but I would say it is a $10 plus bottle of beer. Rich roasted malt, the bourbon, black molasses, may even be some hints of some dark fruit in there. Maybe a little bit of bittersweet chocolate. It smells awesome. The head is basically dissipated other than just barely covering the top of the beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Brad T. Thank you so much. Awesome aroma, guys. Awesome. And for a 13.4%er, where my palate is right now, it is very, very tasty. The alcohol is as well hidden as it can be for 13.4%. Very delicious beer. And being that magnitude of the beer, this beer is probably going to sell and get better and better with age. Whether you're drinking it fresh, and it may be a little hot, fresh, the longer you let it sour, the more some of that will mellow out, and it's going to combine and come together, and maybe be a little tastier 2, 3, 5 years, or maybe even longer down the road. So right now, being almost a year in the bottle and being a year in the barrels, it is very, very tasty, guys. If you can get your hands on this beer and you're an Imperial Stout drinker or lover, you will probably be impressed with this beer. It is very, very tasty. So let me sip on this. So take it out on the deck. Still about 90 degrees out there, and let it come up to room temperature or a little bit above, and we'll come back while I sip on it, and then we'll see where it ends up, guys. And I'll be straight up as honest as I can. If it's that canned beer, I'm going to tell you that. If it's not, I'm going to tell you that too. So I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Very nice thing is left on the glass. Very tasty beer in the glass. The 2018 seems to have settled very well. Another 10 beer as far as I'm concerned. So let's do the final chug on this. A little bit of dark fruit, a little bit of bittersweet chocolate, definitely a big bourbon nose, roasted malt, a little bit of molasses. Very tasty. Final chug. There's a lot more beers out there that they say is bourbon barrel aged that are a lot more expensive than this beer to buy. This is one that's pretty well distributed wherever Bell's goes, and like I told you earlier, I can't get them here anymore. But if you can get your hands on this and you like this style of beer, the bourbon barrel aged version is awesome, guys. The bourbon notes are there. Very, very tasty beer. It is a 10 for me, guys. The 2018 here in 2019 is selling very, very well. Almost a year old in the bottle. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 98 world class, but they clump them all together, guys. And I didn't see the 2019 listed there. It may be listed on Untapped. When I typed it in, it just come back and said 13.4%, and their ratings are 4.44. Not the best numbers I've seen from either site, but to me, guys, it's a 10 beer. It is a 100. So if you've had the 2018 edition recently, let me know what you think, and if you can get your hands on it, pick it up if you like this style of beer. It is pretty damn tasty. So if you've had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.